The Roman Colosseum. The Roman Colosseum is such a huge symbol in history, going all the way back to 80 AD, which is almost close to 2000 years. The main purpose was for it to have like events, fights, because the Roman Empire was so big on showing their power. But now it's just a tourist attraction. What was the function of the building? It was, as I said, right now, it's just for events, and it was just to show people and entertain them. On the prisoners, they fight to their death. They'll fight against animals, and then the amazing thing is that they'll mock sea battles, which they'll flood the whole arena, and they'll put boats, huge boats, actual scale size boats, and show it to 50 to 80,000 people. The materials used to construct this huge building was a bunch of travertine and a bunch of limestone, which was a very strong stone, but now we have developed into better and resources. But their resources was so vast since it was near a limestone mine, so they never lacked on getting resources for it. My topic relates. How does my topic relate to it now from then? So let's talk about the Pain Arena being our stadium in the valley since it's in McAllen. Well, it's in Hidalgo, right? So it holds about 30,000 people, which is a lot of people. But when you see it in person, it's big. So now we think about the technology back then to show the Roma Coliseum that sits 80,000 people, which is almost three times the size. So the Coliseum left the history on, the arena, the seating, how it goes up, and that's it.
I think it was a really informative presentation. I just wish we would have seen more of the type of architecture style that was used to build the Colosseum, but everything else was really good.
Thank you. I got sidetracked with talking about the limestone rocks. So now I'm gonna show your slideshow.
For my slideshow, I chose the Gothic Cathedral, the Sevilla Cathedral. The Sevilla Cathedral serves as the main place of worship for the Roman Catholics and hosts religious services and major ceremonies. It symbolizes Sevilla's transition from Islamic to Christian religious rule and houses significant artwork as well as the tomb of Christopher Columbus. The Sevilla Cathedral symbolizes Sevilla's religious devotion, wealth, and power, which blends Gothic architecture and Christian triumph. It was built from 1401 to 1506. They used brick, stone, marble, and limestone, with stone sourced locally, and the roof covered in lead imported from England. The Sevilla Cathedral and the Sagrada Familia are a modern day connection. Although the Sagrada Familia is a historical landmark, it is still under construction, which showcases modern day architecture that other Gothic cathedrals don't. And that's it for mine.
Your presentation was really good. It was very informative. It's just I feel like it needed more bullet points, so it could have been better summarized.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you.
So I chose the Gothic cathedrals. I'm just talking about mainly just Gothic cathedrals, but for the picture, I use an example of the Kölner Dome. This one was in Colony, Germany. It was built from the 12th to the 16th century. So what was the function building and what was it for? So the Gothic building, primarily churches and cathedrals, were designed to inspire the awe and elevate the spiritual experience and create a connection with heaven and earth. How does it express ideas and values and religious views? The Gothic cathedral shows religious values by using tall buildings and detailed designs to connect earth and heaven. The high arcs and spirals, the big stained glasses and the windows make the space feel more powerful and holy, with the light shining through represents God's presence. And the whole design is just meant to make people feel greatness with God. For what was the material used for the construction? So Gothic cathedrals used stone like limestone, and it used advanced building techniques, so it created the high and detailed designs. Um, how does your topic relate to modern day? The Gothic cathedrals influenced modern buildings with their pointed arcs, flying butchers, and big windows. These ideas helped shape tall buildings like skyscrapers and structures with open and airy spaces. The focus on the light and the creating of a wow factor is still seen today in things like glass buildings and big, impressive public spaces. Thank you.
I like the way that the Roman Colosseum uses limestone as the cathedral. And I would just say one thing to fix is that you should put it in a PowerPoint since, slides, summarize, everything is really informative. It's just, I think it would be better engaging if it was in a PowerPoint.
Okay, thank you.